Hi guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to talk about one concept that really separates the successful from unsuccessful sad people who never achieve anything in their life. And to be honest, it's very simple. And no matter who you are, maybe you're starting your own e-commerce store, maybe you're a business owner already, or whatever that you do, you start something of your own, right? You are doing something for yourself, you're working for yourself, or maybe you're just thinking about that. Every single one of us who is on this journey basically went through this system, not system, I would have to say it's a journey, went through this very specific journey, these 5 stages that I'm going to share with you. And only successful people who actually make it, and successful people that you know out there who made it, all of these people went through all of these 5 stages. And people who are not successful, who you've seen, they've started and then something happened, right? You've never heard about them before, right? These are the people who end at this stage 3, right? Don't worry, maybe you're confused at the moment, but I'm going to explain everything shortly. So the first stage, I have this everything on a note card, by the way. You having a note card, it's amazing. When I started to write every single very informational piece and educational piece down on a note card, it really and literally changed my life. It's one of the greatest things I've ever done. So I highly suggest you guys to write everything on the note card. And this note card is particularly from Jason Gabriel. He was a mentor and coach of mine, and he shared these 5 main stages of what makes a successful entrepreneur and how success looks like. So stage number 1 is uninformed optimism. So what it basically means, uninformed optimism means that you search the internet, you search YouTube, and you find like how to make money, for example, right? You've never done business before, you're new to this game, and you want to know how to start making money and how you are going to achieve all those dreams, aspirations, being wealthy, and etc., right? So you search the internet, and on YouTube you find e-commerce, right? You're seeing these influencers, these gurus, these mentors and coaches teaching people how you can make money by selling e-commerce products, having your own e-commerce store, right? So you think that this is amazing, like you are going to crush this, like you like the idea. You see tons of other people, YouTubers out there who do the same thing, and they're making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per day, and they're happy, they're wealthy, and they are basically the future you, the someone who you aspire, right? So you do some research and you're very optimistic. You have basically uninformed optimism, right? You're basically optimistic that you're going to crush it and that you're going to make $3,000 off the bat in the first week of you starting e-commerce stores, right? Like what those people said in the video. And then you start. First day it's going fine, you're exceeding your expectations, you're going like crazy, you like it, you love it. Day 2 comes, it's okay, still going, still pushing. Day 3 comes, and as the days go, you start to feel less motivated, and you start to feel like this is not working for me. But it's not definite yet, but you feel like this is not as fast as I was expected it to be, right? So you basically transition from optimism, you go to stage number 2, which is basically informed pessimism. So you were here and now you go down somewhere right here, right? So you basically reach the line between optimism and pessimism. So now you're in informed pessimism. So what you see is that you say that it's not that easy. It's not that easy to earn money with this e-commerce thing that easy, right? It takes work, it takes consistency, it takes a lot of education that you need to be educating yourself about, and all of these things out there. So it's really hard, and you start to see like, okay, I'm not making any progress, or at least I feel I'm not making any progress. I got my store, I have my products, but I don't see any sales. What's going on? And you start to think about things like, okay, is it really working? But you keep, doing it again, but you start to feel very pessimistic about things. You start to doubt yourself, and you start to doubt your idea. And this is where we transition into stage 3, which is where 90%, maybe even more people give up and they will never become successful. And the stage 3 is called Valley of Despair. This is the lowest point that you can go, and this is the point where basically you're here, then you're here, and now you're at the bottom, right? It's like a graph. You go from up, down, and rest I'm going to talk about very shortly. But now we are at our bottom, right? So the person, or maybe you want to start an e-commerce store, and now you basically hit the bottom. You hit the rock bottom, and you say you're done. You see no sales, you see no progress, you don't see anything. It's been maybe like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or maybe 1 month, 2 months. You don't see any return of your investment in terms of time and money. You're desperate, you're frustrated, and all you can think about is giving up. And at the stage 3, what 90% of people do, maybe even higher, 95% people do, is that they let the pessimism and the valley of despair basically destroy their dreams and aspirations. This is where it gets tough. This is where everything that you've been working for is going to basically just fall down like a castle from, just like when you're a kid, you build a castle from sand, right? And then something happens, other kid kicks into the castle and it falls down and it's gone. This is exactly what happens at stage 3, and this is where people say like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do that anymore. It is not working for me. I'm not meant to be an e-commerce business owner. I'm going to try something else. And they look back to stage 1, where they will just scroll YouTube again and they will find SNMA, right? They will find, this is called like shiny object syndrome, is when you basically start something and then you see something great again, something better than what you're already working on, and then you basically look back and start that thing, and you will leave the thing that you were working on and you will throw it away. This is called basically this shiny syndrome one, right? It's shiny object syndrome. You see something better, so they will go to YouTube and they will again type how to make money online, and they will see basically SMMA, social media marketing agency, and they're at the stage 1 again. They're back here, right? They're back where they were before, but with another business, but the same thing. And then, because SMMA e-commerce, no matter what you start, it's going to get tough. It's never easy. Nothing is like get rich quick scheme. That doesn't exist, right? I thought that it exists, but it never did, like, basically. And this is what a lot of people get wrong. But back to the concept, they start at the stage 1. They're optimistic that they're going to make $10,000 per month. They're going to have clients immediately by sending 10 emails like the guy on the YouTube, and that's it. They're going to be successful, right? But what happens again is they go back here to stage 2, where they will realize that it's not that easy, right? And at stage 3, they will basically give up again, right? And they look back to something better again, right? I actually experienced these 3 stages in my life when I had my own e-commerce store, and it was not working for a couple of reasons. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but I remember that everything that I started basically, and it got tough. I was younger than I am right now, so I didn't have this knowledge about like how this scheme works, right? I didn't have that. So basically what I did, I gave up when I see nothing, no return on investment in terms of my time and money, and I just gave up and I went back. But fortunately, with my agencies at the moment, I got past the stage 3, and now I'm going to talk about what stage 4 is. So a person who stays, let's just say you stood with your business idea having an e-commerce store, right? So you are at the stage 3 and you say like, I'm not going to give up now, I'm going to push forward. So you basically push forward and you pass the stage 3. So once you pass the valley of despair, you get yourself into infinitive optimism. So you started at uninformed optimism, then you pass the line and you basically flip the switch and you end up in informed pessimism. You went to valley of despair and you go up again at the line where these pessimism and optimism cross, right? So you are back in infinitive optimism. At this stage, you can say to yourself, congratulations, you've passed your rock bottom, where a lot of people, 90 to 95% of people give up and they never get to stage 4, and you pass that. So at this point, you see your return on investment. You see your hard work paying off, and you see the money, you see the sales, you see the clients, you see the revenue coming in, and you're just seeing that it actually works, and you're seeing the fact that, okay, this hard work is paying off, and you're very happy about that. And at this point, you have infinite and informed optimism. So you know that the good thing is actually happening and the good thing can be happening, right? And the last stage, stage number 5, is where you will actually earn that 10K per month, where you will actually sell these products and earn 1, 2, 3, 4K per day income, and you will actually get to that point where you desired, and that is stage 5, called success and fulfillment. So at this stage, you basically accomplish your goal that you've set it at stage 1, and you are a very happy and fulfilled person, and you can consider yourself as successful. But that's it, like that's the scheme of success. This is what makes people successful. It's not the amount of money that they have in a pocket, it's not the like where they grew up, it's not anything of that, like no material stuff, nothing like that, okay? It's the mindset. Successful people have this mindset. They know that when they pass the stage number 3, they will get to stage 4 and stage 5. But sometimes it is not that easy to get to. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks, months, years, decades, right? So no matter, it really depends how big is your goal, right? But at the end of the day, you have to be consistent and you have to be patient. And this scheme is all about working hard, following the rules that you set to yourself, being consistent day in, day out, and patient, being patient enough. So that was my scheme that I wanted to show you on my note card today, and I hope you really enjoy it. I really hope that you get some value from it, because when I seen this for the first time in my life, I had to put it down on my note card, and I have it almost next to my working table where I work every day. So every single day where I pass this board, I see this, and no matter what the day is, bad or good, I just look at this and I will be assured that maybe I'm at the moment at stage 3 and I'm not out from the stage 4 yet, but I know that I will get to stage 4 if I will be patient enough, consistent enough, and I will have this mindset of pushing it through the noise in my head mostly. So thank you guys for watching this video, and see you in the next one.